Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3, Invul Lotus versus Espergærde Main. For a shot to play the winner of Verdant and Chaos in the next round
I believe
of,
Verdant won that series.
Touch. It is indeed 1-1. This is the deciding game. Um, and yeah, we're here for the deciding game.
Yeah.
Um, we've seen a very, very tense, very, very high octane, high action game 1. And probably, I don't know. I don't know what it was in that second game, but something just didn't quite look right from the Invul side.
Yeah. I can't tell you if it was like if it's just them or just the draft. Like it's just something fell off. Something didn't hit right. They didn't. The picks they went for didn't work. Um, and other things just didn't seem to pull off, and their bot lane really suffered that game.
But it's like we spoke about. When you go one nil up in a series, you can almost afford for something like that to happen.
It is a bit of a wake up call, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Where
Because I don't know who Verdant would rather face in the upper bracket final, but
I
being the
mean,
Invul stream,
touch being here right now. Touch, what are you saying?
yeah, Touch, who would you rather fight in the next round?
But it's gonna be interesting with the draft. I think Invul probably want to adapt the draft maybe slightly.
Yeah.
I think whoever gets the Renata of the series kind of just wins. And I think maybe take Johnny Recco off the Poppy. The first game we
Update for everyone again, really quickly. We have got Invul back on the red side. So Invul Lotus choosing to go back to red side.
um as Touch saying I don't know, maybe the Slice team because I know Slice.
Okay.
So he wants Invuls. Touch is an Invul
So
enjoyer. You
he
heard
is
it here
a
first.
it
Exclusive.
is it is lofty season and even Verdant are getting behind it.
As yeah, Lofty Season hasn't really shown up this series. I will say, if he's listening, Mister Loftician, wake up.
I don't know. That play in the top lane on the Swain in the previous
It
game was
showed up in glimpses, but Lofty Season is about just taking over the game.
yeah.
Like we've seen him absolutely body some people mid lane. Um, but I think I think Slice overall the series hasn't had actually the best of series that I've seen him play. I think the first game he was good. Um, he pushed the tempo quite often, but there were some plays it just didn't seem like it was coming off for him, and he was very much pushing it too far. I think the last game the early jungle papping was very good. But what the issue was what happened towards the later half of the earlier game, which is like the 10-minute mark, is that he kind of stopped. Like they went for the invade, they went 1 for 1, and then he kind of just didn't do it again,
Yeah,
and
no, that's fair.
it kind of just shut down. And then Invul just kind of looked a bit disheveled, and he was running into side lanes of the pillar, trying to hit the pillar picks, and just missing. Honestly, just missing. And I mean, like he tried to stop Camille in the middle of her E. It was a bit out of range. Okay, fine. But then he tried to hit someone else, didn't hit it. He did get a flash off the Renara in the mid lane. That was fine. But like, just everything. It just seems to be like just Slice just struggling to find a way in the series right now. And I think he is the better jungler of the series. He outplayed Johnny Recco in the first game. Johnny Recco was trying to find cross maps, and Invul was finding better cross maps. Slice the second game, put him in the dirt early. A very
Yeah.
cheeky invade, stole everything, found him later on, but then we had Thomas Go and Chillionaire just pulling it out of the bag. Also, Kralix played pretty well that game as well. Um,
Yes, Alex definitely with a
but
very solid
it'd be
performance.
interesting to see how Invul change it up.
Hmm. If they choose to change it up, because they might say, you know what, salty run back time.
You can't because you're on the red side.
They can pick the same champions.
It doesn't work, bro. That's not what sorry run back is. Match.
But yeah, I mean, I'm watching the draft unfold in front of me right now. We will be getting to the draft in client shortly. Um, but yeah, this is the game that kind of Well, that decides it all. This is where, if you have anything secret planned, let's have it. Give it to us.
Anything secret planned? This Lotus team have like 20 secrets, and no one wants to unveil them.
Yeah, that's fair. But it's better to use the hidden tech, the secret strats now, than save them and go down to lower bracket. And I don't want to call it losers bracket. We're gonna call it lower bracket.
It's lower bracket. You're not losers because you made playoffs.
Yeah, you're not losers because you haven't lost a game yet. But you had to lose a game to go down into lower bracket.
No, you're not losers because you made playoffs, whereas a bunch of other teams didn't make playoffs at all.
That's true.
That's why
That's true.
that's why it's never losers bracket, unless just LCS where 8 teams make playoffs and 2 teams don't. Then it's like, yeah, okay, that is a loser bracket.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. North American League of Legends makes sense. I promise.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's let everyone go to playoffs and give them all participation trophies.
Yeah, hell yeah, let's do that. But yeah, as we wait for this game to get going, I'll be interested to see if Invul changed the way they were playing. Playing around the boss side again might help. It was
Yeah.
it did seem that
Mm.
big boy Lona got just got slammed. He just got his face slammed, and that's not a Lona moment. As we are getting into the real draft, the in-game client
Will
draft.
be time in 1 minute. About 1 minute.
Slice being toxic, typing in all caps. You love to see it. See, his mental is unbroken.
Yeah. Absolutely unfettered in the face of a deciding game.
There's not much to talk about right now because it's game
Well,
3.
no.
It's
I was
like
gonna say, should we fill the void with something, Eris? How are you dealing with the heat right now, man? How are you coping?
so my flatmate moved out this week, but they've left a few items, but they took the kettle, so I'm not dealing well because I want to make iced tea, but I can't.
Right.
Also, I didn't know the kettle was hers the whole time. I thought it just came with the flat, which is the most incredible But basically, I hate having my door open because she has a cat, and I love the cat, but I don't like the cat coming into my room. But now
Right.
they've left, so the door's open.
You can have the door open as much as you
And
want.
the problem with my flat is that it's very well insulated. It's
Mm.
kind of a modern building, like not a modern, but like maybe 20 years max old. It was built just before the Olympics, around that time, I think. But basically, it's very insulated, and the ventilation. There's no AC in here, so the ventilation. I'm gonna carry on as this draft starts. So there's not much.
Fine. That's fine. Go for it.
Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. The ventilation isn't too good. But when we moved in, literally a year ago, the window in my bedroom, you open it, right? And then if you
Oh.
open the window in the living room, which is down the corridor, and it goes through a door, it creates a nice inlet, like a path draft. So like a draft down through the building, down through the flat.
Yeah.
But the problem is, when I have my door closed, you can't create it. But now the flatmate's left, I can't do that. But the problem is now that that window actually broke about 6 months ago, and we told the landlord, can't fix it really. So he just said if it opens, it opens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But basically, it doesn't open properly.
Right.
But I can open the balcony door and create a bigger draft.
Oh, perfect. So you're chilling, basically.
I'm chilling. It's not as hot as it should be right now in my flat.
I am struggling. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, when you're used to, as I see a Diana, oh my god. When you're used to like the flat being like 5 degrees hotter than it is outside, and now it being just outside temperature, it's livable.
I am struggling a little bit. I won't lie to you.
We need to talk about this Gwen Olaf. I think Olaf just wins for a long period of that.
Probably, yes.
I know Bwippo is someone that picks Olaf into the Gwen and just stomps the matchup. I believe early Olaf wins. Olaf wins a lot of things early, but Olaf will just win until Gwen gets maybe 2 items, I think. So if that man Ronaldo wants to go a bit ham, he goes a bit ham. Slice on the Diana, we know it. We've seen it before. Johnny Recco, though, getting the Poppy will stop the Diana's dash and
It's
engage.
not the Yasuo Diana, though, unfortunately, because we do already see the Victor fall off
The
the ship.
Victor, I think, is perfectly fine, though. He will just scale up and be very strong and a nuisance in the late game. The Lulu Sivir, very, very annoying. I think very good combination, a good way for Sivir to hyper carry. MF Renata, we saw it in the first game. We never really got the ults that we were looking for and looking for the plays. But like we said, whoever gets Renata the series wins. So
Pretty much, yeah.
as we will wait, as I see Dan Holt joined the stream, coach of Verdun. He is also listening with no audio, or watching with no audio, I believe. So I don't know if he can hear us, but howdy, Dan.
Hello, regardless. Yeah, it's gonna be.
He's getting some scouting information, but the joke's on him. We don't know what we're doing.
We don't know. Of course, we don't know what we're doing. It's us. When have we ever known what we're doing? But we now have just the 3 minutes of spectator delay to go for, and then we will be getting underway in this third and final game of this series. I have just checked the bracket as well, by the way, whilst we were getting ready for everything. And the team that loses this series does not play again today.
Thank God. They play tomorrow, right?
They play tomorrow
Yeah.
at the same time as today.
That makes a lot of sense.
It does. It does.
But yeah, I mean, after this series, we'll be going, I think, almost straight into the Invul main roster series.
I think we'll have about an hour's break. I think.
Doesn't it start at 4?
No. Maybe, I don't know. Let me do some research. Eris, entertain the people. No, it starts at 5. We'll have an hour.
Is that 5 Central European time or
No, 5 UK.
Thank God.
So we'll have an hour to go like eat and recharge.
I can't eat. I just realized. No.
Because I feel like we are both gonna need that time.
I have been gapped so hard today. I need to just rant and vent for a moment. So basically, my local shop downstairs is closed today. Fair play. It's hot. But they are not closed because it's hot. They're closed because their supplier decided to not give them Summit today, so they can't sell a lot of their stuff or something like that. Oh no, and then also they have like an AC problem as well. The guy that owns the shop, chill. He's called Tony. Love the guy. He's like he's like a typical corner shop kind of guy. Chill guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're closed, and the Tesco Express, they look like they're empty of all stock. Because I went down there this morning, just to walk, just to go for a nice walk, and they look empty, and I'm like, oh, okay, nice. And also, I'm currently in the process of moving out, so I don't have any food.
Yeah.
So I'm being gapped so hard. Yeah, like the local Tesco said, I don't think mine's. They just haven't been able to get their stock today because it's a Saturday, and usually they get restocked on a Monday. So yeah, I don't know if I can eat food today, guys. Yay!
I'm gonna have to go and sneak out in the sunshine to go find something as well. To be fair, it's gonna be, it's gonna be so warm.
I would say yeah, I can just order food, but I'm not. I'm kind of broke right now. Kind of getting paid this week from work, so it's like just not worked out well for me.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate timing.
I'll see.
But
I'll see if a friend can bring me food.
We're into game, guys. We're loading it on to the Rift. Game 3, Invul Lotus versus Espergærde Esports main. Who have you all got taking this one, chat? Who is going to get through to face Verdant in the upper bracket final? Give me some Invul win or Espergærde win in the chat. To tell us who you think. is going to win. Any weird summon spell or rune choices that you're seeing, Eris?
I think the Ignite maybe on the Gwen is a bit annoying. Not the best. I think the Ghost is a little bit better for Gwen, but I think in the Olaf matchup and the isolation, it's good. Just because of the anti-heal and the burst of damage it will do to slow Olaf down. That's what she's trying to do in the early. The heals both on the ADCs. Again, Sivir, the heal works actually better on the Lulu than it does on the ADC. As we'll get to the 15-second mark.
I have the black screen bug right now. So
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to go up to 15 and I'll pause and then we can start.
I'm struggling. I'm still bugged. Oh wait, I fixed it. We're fine.
Okay, I'm at 15 seconds.
Let me pause. Yeah, I'm ready whenever you are. 3,
2, 1. Send.
Way.
And we're into game.
And we are.
We're into game 3, the final game.
And it's live.
And the lights are out. And Lonar's made the first corner.
Are we gonna see any level 1 shenanigans?
We're seeing
the
the same thing as we saw as the last MF Renata game.
Ooh.
But not gonna find anyone. Again, also the heal on Lonar, I'm not really sure. Maybe he just wants it this time instead of the Ghost twice.
Here are the Goddess start for Lonar as well, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. It's very much fine. It's disgusting that MF can do the amount of damage you can do just with a Tear of the Goddess. I don't care whoever says anything, it's actually just fine.
Minions have spawned.
And also, like, Sivir picking up the longsword 3-pot, that's just like, yeah, I'm going to suffer. I'm more intrigued to see the jungle pathing again this time. As we've seen 2 kind of interesting paths. Definitely the second game, very interesting from Slice. But the thing is this focal point top lane. Oh, here we go.
Now though. Goes to find the Gwen. Throws some axes. Misses the second one though. And I don't know if you saw it, but we saw missing pings going down onto that ward from Invul Lotus. So I think they might be a little bit aware that
ward of the Raptors?
Outside. Oh no, the ward of the Crux.
They warded the Crux the last time, and again, I think all that ward really is to protect maybe a bot lane gank. Because you're probably going to go for the Crux to get to level 3, but you see Johnny Recco's pathing topside. So now they know, okay, you just kind of like, what is it called? When you remove things, I'm struggling to think of the
positive or negative reinforcement.
No. When you like you have like possibilities as okay.
Flash forward from Marcusa just misses the handshake.
When you're trying to work something out, it's like a bunch of possibilities, but you take possibilities.
You're eliminating variables.
That's the one. So they basically just say, okay, he's not gone to Croaks, cool. So he's gonna path topside. But this time he's actually just gonna go for the Gromp and then skip into the jungle. But it's actually been warded, so Renato's gonna be fine. I should just see this.
Is aware. Might still get himself caught though, as we do.
He's gonna pop the Ghost.
Upside Ghost is popped, but yeah, he should be safe.
Yeah, and he's gonna then just turn around and go back because he's Olaf. He does not care. He wants to. This wave is in a bad spot for him though. He's just
yeah. Fatala does now have the lane control. Ooh. Loss of damage.
But you can see the damage that the Olaf can do early. You saw the trading level 1. If he does need to try to snowball, but late game he will just his objective is to run after the Sivir. He has Ghost, he has his ult with his movement speed. He doesn't really have anything else gonna speed him up. Probably the Shyvana, probably the Renata with her Shirelias if he goes for that.
Almost go though. The focus in the mid lane gonna take a little bit of a chunk, but nothing really coming of it.
Yeah, and we're seeing very big CS double scuttle coming out from Slice, full clear. He saw Johnny Recco topside. He saw the amount of farm Johnny Recco had. Johnny Recco then
bullied out of this game completely.
Yeah, Johnny Recco just said, "Cool, that's fine." As we're seeing another recall on the side. of Ronaldo. Probably not expecting a dive to come through, so he's just saying, okay, cool, I'm going to lose the farm, which is fine. Again, he wants to be getting ahead, which is not good in this current state of affairs. But if Slice is just stealing stuff from Johnny Recco again and doing it in a more conservative manner, more progressive manner, then I think it's a fine trade.
No, definitely. As long as Ronaldo isn't hemorrhaging gold and giving extra golden experience over to the side of Fatala, if Slice is able to get things done on the other parts of the map and get their teammates ahead, then I don't think Ronaldo will be too upset with how things are.
I think the idea from Ronaldo here is I'm going to split push again. He's going to do what he did in game 1, where he's just going to just sit in that side lane and push. And if they don't come to answer him correctly, he will just take towers. I'm not sure how quickly Olaf does take towers, but it'd be very interesting to see. He's not a Shyvana, so he's not...
The dragons start here for Invul.
Yeah, again, they've taken the first dragon in every game, I think.
Possibly, actually.
I do believe they took it last game, and I think they took it in the game before. Yes, they did, because of the trade of the kill for the top side. So, where's your stats at now? Not going for early dragons. But again, all these dragons, they seem just to be uncontested. They just... I don't know whether it's they know where Johnny Recco is, or they just think he's not going to contest.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they feel like they just have X number of seconds for an opportunity and think, you know what, let's just go for it. We see 3 members of Espergærde, though, moving up towards the top lane again. Thomas Go not under vision. Missing pings coming down in the mid lane, but it's a little bit too late here. The charm's going to land. And Ronaldo, you would imagine, is not long for this world. No! Ooh, forces the ignite,
His
though.
ghost was almost up. He wasn't level 6, which was unfortunate. If he gets level 6 there, he gets out. And he does force out the ignite, which is fine. But Thomas Go, the focus on top side is coming through. Ronaldo just having to soak as much pressure as possible. Slice will have to make a reply play. As this wave is crashing,
Exhaust down straight onto Chillinari. Heal comes through, but Slice is dashing forward. Grabs one, but Marcusa's going to fall to Kralix. No, the bailout.
Okay, turrets are a bit strong, you know?
Yeah, that's what happens when you let a tower wind up in damage.
Kralix should just die here, though.
Yeah, Moonfall comes through, and that's another one donated straight into Slice's back pocket.
Lana just nice tanking it for his jungler.
Well, and Slice gets the full plate as well.
And that's what we want to see from Slice this game. More early proactive plays like we saw in the second game. We saw it in the first game, but we don't want it to stop. It needs to carry on. You need to just carry on being proactive. You have a farm lead, but you also have a 2-kill lead now.
Yeah, Slice really snowballing in this game. Oh, Ronaldo. The ghost comes through, but the flash from Johnny Recco going to be enough to just take him out. And Ronaldo is being absolutely shut out in this game 3.
It's going to be unfortunate because the Olaf does want to get as far ahead as possible. I'll get a bit get further ahead. But he is doing damage in return, that's the thing. He still hasn't dinged level 6. I think if he gets to 6, he should be able to change this up. But Johnny Recco, again, just losing a lot of his farm. Losing a lot of his jungle. Again, jungle losing farm probably doesn't matter as much as it used to.
I mean, Slice is level 7 to Johnny Recco's level 5. The fact that Slice has managed to recruit double of the CS that Johnny Recco has in trade and has a kill advantage as well speaks volumes to how Ronaldo is playing this top lane.
Wait, what?
Well, it speaks volumes that Johnny Recco's invested so much time into ganking top lane and putting pressure on Ronaldo. Is 30 CS down and a kill behind his opposite number in Slice, who has taken away so many camps.
And also put pressure on the boss side. Now, the CS is even in boss side, which is not what they want. But Slice could probably answer this gank. I think Johnny Recco's...
Thomas Go is moving as well, though. So this is 4v3 right now for Espergærde.
Lana.
Lana knocked up by the Keeper's Verdict. Slice is right behind them. Let's have the Moonfall available. In all 3. Slice finds 1. Kralix not long for this world either. It's a double kill for Slice. 4-0 on the Diana. And Slice is looking to put the team on his back.
Lana is a lot... Okay. Okay, use it now. I was literally about to say, Lana is allergic to pressing bullet time. There's a 3-man dino, and he chose not to press the bullet time. And he said, okay, I'm just going to do it to clear the wave. Fair to get the wave crashed, but just like, come on, bro. You probably could have got 3 kills, actually. But yeah, I mean, it looked like Johnny Recco had the good position. I was trying to mention it. Johnny Recco was probably looking to counter gank, looking like he could have a good angle for it. Yeah. But Slice actually had the counter gank angle. Johnny Recco went a little bit earlier. Thomas Go wasn't in the area, chose not to ult to get into range, as we're probably going to see another fight here.
You know how we talked about that Diana and how he was already ahead of the Poppy? That's now a 4-0 Diana with a Nash's Tooth completed at 9 minutes 30 into the game.
Stack Dark Seal.
Yeah. Oh, Kralix and Fatal. Oh, Kralix. Oh, Kralix. Barely escaped.
That's warding 101. You ward as far away from the bush as you can, just to be safe. But yeah, you can see Espergærde know that Invul probably want to go for this Herald. Loftition's going to be the first one to roam up, and also they're going to have this prior topside from Invul, so I think Espergærde is just going to give this up. The Drake is in 5 seconds. It's going to spawn at any time now.
Yeah, but Espergærde aren't set up and ready in the area. They should still get first move.
Lana, you need to back up. Lana needs to back up. He knows. Yeah, Thomas goes on a ward.
But look at Slice. He knows that Espergærde are moving for the bot side, so what does he do? He walks straight into the top side jungle. Tries to get...
Doesn't get anything. Doesn't get any camps because they took all the
not
camps.
Not on this occasion, but he is so far ahead because that's what he's been doing all game.
And I think it's fine to give up 1 Drake. 1 Inferno is fine. He took 1 Hextech. We're going to have an Ocean Soul, so we're basically going to have a repeat of, I believe, game 1.
Yeah. Yeah, by the looks of things. No, Screwdy. Invul won game 2. It's 2-0. We're just playing this one for fun. KW.
KW.
Yeah, no. Game 3. Deciding game of the series.
As Invul not letting Chininare and Kralix recall. Slice on his way down with the Herald as well.
Recco in the area as well.
Thomas
Go has first move here.
Thomas Go has first move, but Lofty has a TP.
Teleports are not unleashed.
But I like this from Invul. Thomas Go leaves the wave. Loftition just pushes it out. Let's just back it up. Let's not force this yet. And then let's sneak into the bush. They're going to recall. They're going to recall. And then we've all seen the clip on Red. I think it was. Maybe it wasn't Red. I don't think it was Reddit. I can't remember who it was. I believe it was our Champions Queue.
Yeah.
Clip.
They're gonna crash this with the Herald. They should get this turret.
Yeah, there was a Champions Queue clip, or maybe it wasn't Champions Queue, it was maybe high elo. But I remember someone being like, "Oh, let's just sit in the bush. Let's just watch them recall, and then we give the push." Because obviously the enemy team think, "Oh, they've just fully backed up. They're gonna recall. We can get free recall." And then no, you don't. You actually just lose turret.
First tower, yeah. And that's gonna catapult Invul Lotus to a 2,500 gold.
The TP. I mean, yeah, okay, the fight, you're not going to fight for another 30 minutes.
The Herald crash, I guess?
I mean, your bot lane are racing up to catch this wave. Okay, fine, I guess.
Bit of a strange one, that teleport. For me, I don't know. Maybe it isn't. But...
I mean, he does get the push in a lot quicker there. He's probably going to have to get a TP as an answer, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe the Ghost as an answer to catch up down. But yeah, I mean, Ronaldo's sort of quelled this top lane.
Yeah, he's stemmed the bleeding.
Like, the CS lead is got a lot higher because of the TP, got early farm, also the early pressure, and he's just slowed it down. Thomas Go keeps hovering around towards his boss side. Ronaldo just chilling now. Boss side of Invul don't have a kill. They're 4 assists on their ADC, Lana.
But do they need a kill when they have a 4-0 Diana in the jungle?
No.
Who is already well on the way to her Sunfire cape.
And also, they have Loftition, who haven't really seen much this game on his Victor. Just been chilling and farming up. Thomas Go has a higher CS and roamed a little bit more, which I think Loftition needs to sort himself out, because you shouldn't be down like that. Keck. But he does as teleports are now unleashed. Invul will have there's 2 to 1. Thomas Go has his TP.
Yeah, obviously Fatala using that TP to get down to the bot lane.
Thomas Scott, they're looking to dive this Olaf, I think. But he
Potentially.
does have his ult.
Yeah, the Ragnarok is available. And Fatala taking an extra turret shot there.
Oh, he's just
Ever
gonna
from-
stopwatch
Oh.
instead.
That dissuades everything completely. Loftition going to teleport down.
That's cheeky.
Was going to be
that is.
teleporting to get back on the map anyway. And yeah, nice use of the stopwatch.
Yeah, and they don't really lose anything out. Slice, they're probably just gonna get this tier 1 maybe. Loftition can just come in and they can have 4 men here. Slice is gonna probably find Kralix.
Kralix.
Slice, Kralix is like, okay, why is he here again?
Not the full turret, but a nice little chunk onto that mid tier 1. Gonna be.
Oh,
shipping
they might have found a
further.
pick topside.
Teleport from Ronaldo.
I think
Going to carry him away from the Gwen.
he's actually.
Looking for the Sivir, but I don't really.
Yeah,
Yeah, that didn't make a lot of sense to me.
he
that teleport.
he thought he was gonna overextend, but that play had to come a lot earlier than it did, and the ward had to be a lot deeper into the way. They were gonna lose the spot tower. I think he kind of knew he was gonna lose it anyway, so he's just looking for anything on the entire map, which is it's an okay one, but 2 very questionable teleports from these top laners.
Dragon is alive, and it is going to be Espergærde who have the first move. The Invul bot lane both in base. So we're going to be very much delayed on the play here. Loftition also going to be very delayed, moving down from the top lane.
Trying to record with his cheeky death brush. Slice just gonna
Nice.
go in.
Diving forward. Charm goes wide, and there's the Ragnarok popped. Wild Growth comes through as well.
That's just 2 ults for 1. Wild Growth is a
Yeah.
huge ult to lose. Okay, the Poppy ult probably, you can argue maybe it's fine to lose it.
But now
The
all of
Slice!
Invul are here. Oh, Slice finds 3. It's beautiful. The move forward with the bullet time over the top. And the hostile takeover to put the icing on the cake. It's 3 instant kills for Invul Lotus. Fatala falls, but not before taking Lunar down with him. Thomas Go, the only man allowed to survive. And he is being let go by the members of Lotus. But my word, Slice, what an engage.
I mean, he's playing it patient. He could have ulted earlier, but he chose not to. And then this time he found it. He flashed after it to get the second load of damage in. Lonar just ulted over. Marcusa ulted over. Yes, they die. 1 dies on the side. Fatala finds the angle of the Gwen, but you can see how the wombo combos should go. And Slice just, he's gonna go for that Sunfire where he's just not gonna be able to die. You can see they're struggling to kill him.
Yeah, they're struggling to kill him already. Now he has a Sunfire cape.
And it's just a good fight overall for Invul. Now, granted, they were late to it, but I feel like...
Slice and Ronaldo played it perfectly
Yeah.
to buy time for the remaining members to arrive on the fight.
Yeah, that's my point, was that they were late to it. If they're there earlier, they probably could just force Espergærde off this fight. But at the same time, Espergærde don't want to start the Drake because they know Slice is so far ahead. He's so strong. Johnny Recco will just lose, and I think this Slice just take that. Oh my god.
Yes, he did.
You can't have nice things around him.
Slice is the reason that we can't have, the reason that anyone else can't have nice things.
I remember when AAB decided to tweet out, POV, you're Invul and you see the enemy jungler do this, and then Slicer decided to terrorize that man's livelihood. This man is unhinged, unrivaled. Now Johnny Recco also has the Poppy, which is really funny when you just see the fact that Slice just doesn't care. But also, I think him
503.
Yeah.
2 items and a stopwatch, a 10-stack Dark Seal. Slice can pretty much do whatever he wants. and get away with it.
Also the fact that he got Diana in this game. I mean, he's been available, I think, the past 2 games, but he's seen it game 3. He's like, okay, cool, give me Diana. It's the one I've been carrying on.
Yeah, this is the one. It's time.
And we see 3 stopwatches in the Invul inventories, and we don't see any stopwatches on the side of Espergærde. We also saw a stopwatch used earlier by Ronaldo in that top lane.
So stopwatch gaming could be coming out soon.
Buy your stopwatch now. Don't lose to Boris.
But it's not Boris anymore. Boris retired, didn't he?
You can still lose to Boris. Boris is like the guy above. He retired into like a board position, basically.
Oh right, okay. So any bad itemization is still losing to Boris because he's on the board now.
Like Boris built it up, you know, built his. I see a flash happen.
Yeah, whose flash was that?
Loftition's. I think he got caught out by. I saw Thomas go waiting in the bush, and then Johnny.
The camera like panned away as he flashed.
Yeah, happens in it. But yeah, like
yeah, happens.
As we go back to the talking about Boris, Boris like built his business up from the ground up. You know, he was just backstreet dealing. You know, just a little bit here and there. Then he built up into a nice like franchise. Then he got a bit of money, got a bit of investment. In like he's been CEO for too long. He just said, you know what, I've got to go up to the board.
Yeah.
And that's completely fair. You've scammed us all long enough. And he keeps doing it.
Yeah, because we keep letting him get away with it. And every time you do not buy a stopwatch, you are buying into Boris's philosophy and letting him scam you.
Capitalism. As we see a Dark Seal picked up by Slice. That is a man not losing today.
That's not a Dark Seal, that's a Medjai Soul Seal. Slice is opening a library.
I mean, Medjai's. Sorry, my brain is kind of shut down after game 2 because what happened.
Slice clearly didn't. Slice clearly hasn't forgotten to renew his library card this year.
Yeah, and I mean, as we are pressing this 20-minute mark, I think he's completely well in his rights to.
Yeah.
Right to free education, as Johnny Recco might just find his demise here.
Completely agree. Johnny Recco could be in trouble. Loftition charging forward, but not going to be able to catch on to him.
As I think, are we looking for this next strike or are we looking for this Baron? Both teams just staying around the Baron.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
As Gwen is immune.
Oh, Fatala looking for Ronaldo. The needlework's going to come through. The Olaf Ghost is going to get popped. And I think Ronaldo's just going to try and run it out. Ignite is ticking away. Ragnarok comes through, but it's a little too late. Lunar going to even the trade out as a 1-for-1 though.
Yeah, 1-for-1 trade. I think that's fine for Invul. And they also dropped the They did drop the Herald topside, so Loftition has to like move it in.
With how far down Ronaldo was put in the early game, I think going 1-for-1 with the Gwen on the side lane right now is completely fine.
Surely no. He didn't get the charge, but Thomas Go had said that Loftition could be in danger.
But Invul are going to get a dragon. This is dragon number 3 for Invul. Soul point available to them again. And Loftition now spots out Johnny Recco, so he knows.
He knew they were there the whole time, I think.
You could tell he had a feeling.
And that's one of those feelings of like, do I stay or do I go? He said I'm going, and he survived. For me, I would have said I'm staying and would have died and then complained.
So would I.
But yeah,
So would I.
Invul now onto Soul Point, so the next Drake in 4 minutes 30 seconds has to be fought for. And if you don't fight for it, I don't know what you're doing.
Losing the series, I think, is what you'd be doing if you don't fight for it.
Yeah. This
Is what we're gonna call it.
goalie has stayed the same throughout. But yeah, Invul are fine with the goalie staying similar. They're not really looking to push. They're just looking to win it off objectives. Yeah, Sivir will scale. But also Lonar's scaling. He's staying even with the Sivir, which means it's fine. Victor's going to scale as Slice is just waiting. Fatala, you might be dead here.
Yeah, Fatala could be in trouble. Slice does a lot of damage. The Moonfall's coming through, and if you're stood in the circle with Gwen is not immune. That was a beautiful dodge on the needlework as well with the dash. Slice going to pick that one up. 6, 0, and 3 now for the Diana.
14 stacks.
It's ominous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, and you now see him pick up a Warden's Mail as well. So you know how little he was able to die before?
Yeah, like the Gwen almost like got him below 10%. And that's a 2-item Gwen.
Yeah, okay, this Diana's never going to die.
I think they're going to go for this Baron here. Yeah, with Gwen down. TP in from Ronaldo. They could look to
go in the bot lane.
They will take this really quickly. They will take this.
This is going to melt.
Now, Poppycopter could find something big here. But Slice, it doesn't care. They're not going to have the...
Here comes the Fatala teleport. Hostile takeover goes wide, and now the Poppycopter is
Slice
going
is
through.
out.
Slice kicked away.
On the
Ronaldo
trip.
and Espergærde are on the Baron. Espergærde going to finish off the Baron, are going to secure it. Fatala and Johnny Recco trapped in the pit though, and Slice and Co firing away. Wild Growth comes down to keep up Fatala, and really nicely played by Espergærde to secure themselves the Baron.
Yeah, just a turn and just picked that up. Slice flashed into the pit, and it was 88 health. Slice could have stole it. The call was okay, but the Poppycopter found the right target, the only target, and also Slice didn't have his ult. You could see he was looking. If he had his ult, I think that fight just turns.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, and you said the Poppycopter could be very impactful here. Poppycopter secured them a Baron, got out with no deaths. As on the side of Espergærde, what more can you ask for?
But it doesn't shrink the goal lead. Actually, it gives the goal lead more to Invul, which is very funny. They will need to take out some of these turrets, but
This is purely a catch-up Baron. This is a game
but
level.
but at the same time, the Baron.
Oh, Fatala caught between a rock and a hard place, and that rock is Slice. But that Gwen, surprisingly high damage.
Yeah, he is just walking into all the snips that do true damage. So, but at the same time, it's like the gold lead was 2k, 3k, and then it went up to almost 5k when they got the Baron, which was very funny. Like, Invul lost the Baron and the gold lead went up.
Yeah.
Like, they're not actually losing any of these shutdowns, which I think is fine for them. One fight, if they get aced, this goal lead will shrink dramatically, though. But this fight, 1 minute, this is the fight we're looking for. The fight for Soul. Slice is gonna have his ult. They're not gonna have one TP. Both teams are only Loftition's TP, so Loftition could go to the side lane, but I don't think he wants to. I think he's gonna want to hold his time because they're gonna want to fight early.
Yeah, no, Loftition going to want to stay with his team, going to be able to offer that zone control on the choke points in the entrances to the river.
And also, he needs to be mid to help clear the waves, because it's Baron empowered.
There is also that. Thomas Go, though, might be looking to get himself picked here. As Ice and Ronaldo going to dive onto him. The stopwatch is going to get popped, but Thomas Go is Thomas gone. Poppycopter knocks Loftition away, and now Marcusa's stunned up against the wall. Flashes into the Dragon Pit to safety, though, and Lunar is firing away.
Oh, Thomas Go, oh no. Unfortunate, I think. Really, it was good from Invul to look for the early pick, walk into the jungle, get their prio early, and then this is good from Ronaldo just to hold Johnny Recco back. You're not gonna be able to
Playing
get the
bouncer.
soul. Yeah, you're not being able to get the soul.
Yeah, Ocean Soul now picked up for Invul Lotus. And now, unlucky. Kralix waiting in the wings, and with the amount of damage we've seen Fatala put out in these fights previously, that could actually have been very dangerous.
I mean, Slice does have his stopwatch.
Oh, Fatala.
We're calling everyone!
It's a team fight, ladies and gentlemen. Fatala joins the fight with Thomas Go, Loftition, and Kralix. Johnny Recco in the area as well. Everfrost getting thrown out, and the AD carries in a 1v1. Chalari and Lona wins the battle of the ADCs, and in the 4v4 in the bot lane, it's going to be a nothing for nothing. Slice is diving forward, does not have the Moonfall available, but is onto Johnny Recco.
He doesn't care! Loftition!
Loftition flashes forward with the Death Ray, but doesn't quite have the damage.
I just like how both ADCs found
Nobody dies!
I like how all TPs went bot. No one dies. But both ADCs find each other in the jungle and say, you know, we will kill each other.
Yep, we will provide the action. If the rest of our teams are incapable, we will kill each other. It's fine, guys. Don't worry. Charm goes wide there. The Shirelius is popped. Gravity Well and the Handshake really nicely comboed to stop the advance. Hostile takeover catches two. But yes, Gwen is indeed immune. Invul Lotus slowly kiting themselves away. Gonna get themselves off to safety.
Thomas Go hitting the three autos on Kralix, getting the electrocute proc, taking him to like 20% health.
Yeah.
Could have been a bit Monka W. But yeah, I mean, Invul just they took a fight and they took it miles. Like they grabbed an inch, they TP'd everyone bot, they called the horn. Can I get a TP? The Avengers assembled. They don't take the inhibs, but they get 2 inhib turrets and I believe 2 inner turrets. Which
yeah, I think so.
because I believe Lona took the mid tier 2 and I believe they took the bot. Yeah, they took the bot tier 2.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold and a lot of map pressure now gained by Invul. With Baron spawning in 35 seconds, I find it hard to believe that Espergærde will get away with the same tactics as they employed at the previous Baron.
And also you have to look at it. It's an Ocean Soul. What anti-healing is through, and you only see 1 Oblivion Orb on the side of a Lulu. Chemcheck Putrefire not complete, but it is completed on the side of Marcusa. Any other anti-healing on the side of Invul? Not much, but Marcusa's is fine. I think he will give it through for the Shirelias.
Yeah, I don't think you need as much anti-healing on the side of Invul anyway.
Yeah,
to,
it's just
I mean,
mainly the Gwen. It's just the Gwen.
The Gwen, sure, but outside of that, I think you are kind of okay. So 1 Chemtech Putrefier.
And I see 4 stopwatches. These stopwatches
Yeah.
haven't been popped.
Yeah, 4 unpopped stopwatches for Invul. Oh, and the double Moonfall coming in from Slice. Wild Growth going to knock him away. Teleport coming through now from Fatala. And we could be looking down the barrel of another team fight here. Marcusa going to lead the disengage. The handshake comes through and Gwen is now immune. Invul just being able to get themselves out. Really nice usage of their zone control to be able to manipulate the space to get themselves out of these engages. Slice now diving forward.
Oh, I tried to dodge.
Going to throw the Diana away.
That could just be Baron though. No Wild Growth, no Civil, no Poppycopter.
Yeah. Thomas Go playing with fire. Axe goes wide, doesn't quite pop the Banshees, but Loftician manages to hit his skill shots.
Don't think Invul want to fight this.
Diana, Slice is getting stunned up, but that is just a melted Poppy. Slice and Ronaldo now diving forward.
Oh my god, Slice!
Chillinare and Kralix are both gone. Vitala is gone, and it's only Thomas Go remaining. He has 1 charge of the Spirit Rush left, and you imagine it will be a charge to carry him back towards his base. Thomas Go trying to deal with the wave.
Oh, the charm.
Yeah, nice charm to interrupt the dash.
That was a very weird looking interaction. I think
Yeah.
Invul probably going to send 1 to the inhibs. Oh no. Ronaldo. Oh, okay.
Oh no. That's fine. Loftician's gonna get an inhib.
No, he's not.
Invul are gonna get a Baron.
He's actually not.
He's actually not.
He's going to walk away.
Okay.
Which is fine. The Elder is spawning in 1 minute. No point in over-forcing. You can force into both these exposed inhibs. You can send someone top. You have your TPs. Send 1 top. Send 4 mid. Take 1. Take the other. Take the top side. Back it up to Elder. That's how Invul should play it out.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Lona popped the stopwatch, but the other 3 still have the stopwatch. The stopwatch friends.
Lona has replaced his stopwatch for a red pot. So clearly understanding that this next fight is going to be the final fight.
Unless.
Don't say that. I don't want a 65-minute game, Eris, please.
I mean,
We are halfway there, though.
Oh, we're halfway there. But yeah, what can the side of Espergærde do is look for one of these kind of plays where you pick someone up on the side lane. But
Yeah,
again,
Fatala looking for the flank here.
you don't have Poppycopter. Okay, just you're gonna send.
Knock Ronaldo away. Slice has dove onto Fatala now, though. And, oh, the hostile takeover is beautiful. Catches onto 2, as is the bullet time now, raining hell across the Espergærde team. But everyone's still alive. Johnny Recco escapes on a sliver. And the health bars currently in the favor of Invul Lotus, obviously with the Ocean Soul as well, buffing those health bars back up. Elder Dragon is now on
grabbing the wave mid. He's going to stall this wave mid, but they're going to get this bot in him, and they can probably just run to the Elder after this.
Yes, Invul do not care if you want to take their waves, because they will take your inhibitors. Elder Dragon alive on the Rift. Poppycopter not available.
Just hold hands through the darkness.
Hold hands, move together. Stay with your roaming buddy.
We're only gonna have, I think, the Moonfall and the Olaf all coming for this fight.
Yeah, bullet time may be available.
Ari ult as well. Yeah, Ari ult is gonna come up. So I think the Gwenel... No, it isn't. It is going to just come up now. So this fight is going to be the last one. But if Invul play this slow, the waves will just crash. And I think that's what they know. You can
That's
see...
all they need to do.
You can see Lotus just walking down to bot side.
Yeah, teleports are available for both Invul solo laners.
But
Neither
Talus
teleport
found
available
a big
for Espergærde
flank,
as well.
though.
Yeah, this is a
Invul
very,
don't know,
very
but now they know!
Now they know. Now they can all jump onto the Gwen. Moonfall's going to come down, and Gwen is not immune enough for that massive hostile takeover. Catches 3, and Slice is battered out of the fight. But it's too little, too late. Johnny Recco is down, and that's 3 for the Lotus members. Thomas Go falls, and Shilanare, you used to be one of us, my friend, but for now it is good night. Invul Lotus take the fight. Invul Lotus are going to take the game and move on to face Verdant in the upper bracket finals.
We will see you tomorrow, Verdant. Invul winning in emphatic Game 3 fashion. Very, very good game. Another Slice Omega carry.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing else to say about that other than Slice Omega carry. Gotta say though, GG well played, everyone on the side of Espergærde. Good luck with a lower bracket run for yourselves. Because at moments, there were some very, very good moments for
of course they were very good moments.
Espergærde today in this series. As they should, especially in that second game, a lot of promise from this Espergærde roster. And it'll be interesting to see whether they can make the miracle run through the lower bracket.
Yeah, and I mean, one person we need to call out today is Loftician. Where were you? You did glimpses, but where was Lofty season, man? I'm joking.
He's saving it for Verdant, I guess.
He's saving it for Verdant.
He's saving it for Verdant.
But I think the one person that surprised me today was Ronaldo.
Yeah, Ronaldo,
like,
very serious.
Game 1, just like, what the hell? Game 2, again, like, every time we saw him was playing well, it's just the team weren't. Game 3, he's just got bullied as much as he could, and he's like, yeah, cool, I don't care. I will just win the game.
Yeah, and I mean, all around, a very solid performance from the guys on Invul Lotus. Looked a little bit shaky in the second game, though.
Yeah,
you have to say.
Second game, definitely a lot of shakiness. But you can see, like, how the series evolved with the jungle pathing. I think you see game 1, Johnny Recco and Slice, they were trying to trade across map as much. And then game 2, Slice was like, yeah, no, I'm going into your jungle. I'm just going to perma-invade you and bully you as much as I can. Game 3 came around. Johnny Recco was again trying to look across map. But as he was doing that, Slice was doing what he was doing in game 2 at the same time as applying that cross-mapping, trading, and stealing, which just gave him an incredible lead.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a mad third game there from Slice. He really did want to put his stamp, put his mark on that series. Are we going to get an interview? Is my next question.
I want to go lay down before the next
series.
Because
that's the thing. We've got me and Eris back here in about an hour to bring you live coverage of Invul Esports versus... I don't know if we know the opponent yet. I don't know if that series is finished.
We will know the opponent when we turn on the stream again.
Yeah, we will likely not know... Well, we'll know the opponent soon, but we will be gone before that is... Yeah, okay, it's not been decided yet. So, Natives Talent versus SIC has gone to a Game 3. And we don't currently have the result.
Natives did tell us they will see us in the game, so we'll hopefully see Natives there because...
Okay, so hopefully we'll see Natives.
They were like, we'll see you there. Okay, bro, I'm waiting for you. If you don't turn up...
They are 1-1 right now.
Yeah,
cool.
If Natives stand us up, then I'm blocking them on all dating sites because this is very disappointing. I'm not allowed to be stood up. This is rude. But yeah, I think we send it off here and we'll be back in an hour and 15 for the next game. Is it hour and 15? Yeah.
Yeah, hour and 15.
Oh,
for the next
we'll say we'll be back in an hour-ish.
Yeah, we'll be back in about an hour. Hopefully, we will see you all there. Don't go anywhere. You're not going to want to miss any of the second series that we are going to be bringing you guys today. 18 Central European Summertime. 17 UK summertime.
Yeah, don't go anywhere, guys, because it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Let's
No, we will see you
let's see
very,
what
very shortly.
let's see what happens later, guys.
Later.